January transfer window preview, Bookies reveal all about major winter spending spree. Premier League clubs are gearing up to open their checkbooks once again as the winter market is set to open in just a matter of days. Whether battling at the top or bottom of the league, managers all over the country will be looking to reinforce their ranks or ship out their deadwood. Alex Apati of Ladbrokes has told Star Sport that one major deal at the start of next month could set off a chain reaction of big money moves. And a potential transfer such as Alexis Sanchez's switch to top-flight leaders Manchester City could have huge ramifications on all the other clubs. Apati said, "I think every year threatens to be the busiest year yet just because of how much money is in the game right now. It pays to be in the Premier League, hence why so many relegation-threatened clubs have spent so much on strengthening in the summer. It's now becoming the norm, which makes it more likely than ever that this will be a record-breaking winter window. I think one big transfer early on in the window could trigger a few. For example, if Sanchez joins City, I'm confident the odds of the likes of Philippe Coutinho, David Luiz and Henrik Mkhitaryan all leaving their clubs will shorten. There's also the potential blockbuster domino effect. Sanchez leaves, Arsenal replace him with X, Y, replace X with Z and so on. It is always more difficult to get high-profile deals over the line in January with clubs knowing they can demand top dollar for their in-demand stars. But Apati says punters are still flocking to the betting markets to put cash on possible blockbuster deals, believing players will look to reignite their seasons ahead of next summer's World Cup. He added, "It's not a common window for major transfer deals, but well, never say never. Some big players are unhappy at the moment, and of course, players in the last few months of their contracts can speak to other clubs, so we wouldn't be surprised to see the likes of Sanchez be the subject of plenty of back pages when the winter window opens. But this is a World Cup year, so plenty of players struggling for game time will likely be on their way." Sticking with Arsenal, along with Sanchez, you've got Ozil, Wilshere, Walcott, Giroud, Welbeck. The list goes on. We've actually taken more bets on players leaving Arsenal rather than joining too, which isn't too common but perhaps says a lot about the worrying position the Gunners find themselves in right now. As ever, the clubs fighting of their Premier League lives are set to splash the cash as they strive to stay among the English big guns. Apati believes the likes of Everton, Swansea and other struggling sides will be major players in January. He said, on the whole, relegation-threatened clubs are expected to be more active than the top half. That's according to bets placed so far. Everton are maybe an exception, but that's because of Big Sam now being in charge. We're expecting him to bring in a couple of high-profile names in January despite the Toffees spending so big back in the summer. News of Paul Clement's exit means we could potentially see punters putting their money on Swansea adding to their ranks, although that depends on who comes in and when an announcement is made.